As a practicing lawyer in the Supreme Court, who also practices constitutional law, how can you have these opinions? Is that going to take away my identity as a practicing Hindu? I hope not. I hope it does not. I'm not going to separate it at all. Had I been of a different faith or community, would I be asked to give up my faith at the altar of constitutional morality? No. So why should I? I will not. I am usually interested in long-term impacts, higher order studies of what is it going to do 1 or 2 generations down the line, not the immediate impact. The immediate impact for the purposes of an election manifesto can be integration, unity and all that. It's not a checklist that you just say, temple done, 370 done, this is also done. You have to go beyond that. And unfortunately, allow me to say this, in the larger chaotic conversation which is heavily polarized that's going on, legitimate concerns of even the majority itself is not asking. Here I won't blame anybody else. Same voices, even from the Hindu community, which want to ask a few questions out of curiosity, out of genuine concern, for saying that it is truly unfortunate that in environs and campuses where the conversation needs to be way more sensible, way more nuanced, and these are the exact places where the conversations are dense, politically driven, ideologically filtered out. That's a sad reflection on the status of education in this particular sector across the country. And it's terrible because what we're producing, in which case, are opinionated activists who masquerade as lawyers, who don't know how to present facts first and deal with facts first. Their opinion comes first. Bring anybody on, I don't give a damn about it. But the point is this. Here's the point. People can say, well, what did you do to some gentleman when you were on a platform and you were the moderator? I'll give an answer. I did not interrupt the person when he was giving his answer. I waited for him to fall on his own answer. I waited for that person to speak so much that the inconsistency in his position comes out. That's what you should do. I did not interrupt. If you look at my body language and what I was saying, yes sir, so, that's what I did. In stark contrast, even if 2 people are arrayed against one, I don't have a problem. Because as lawyers, can you say that if there's only 1 lawyer from this side, there can't be 2 senior counsels on the other side? No. We are used to this on a daily basis. It doesn't make a difference to my life. I'm confident of my position regardless of who's on the other side. If I don't know, I'll admit I don't know. But I know then I will not stop. So the point is, that is the nature of the engagement. Just look at the opening lines of the debate and here's what is seriously problematic. The moderator compares herself to Ubhay Bharati, compares the other side to Shankaracharya, and me to Mandana Mishra. Harakiri, none of us is worth being compared to Adi Shankara. Seriously. We are not even equal to a 16th portion of a speck of dust on his foot. You should not have. I'm ashamed I let that comparison pass by me. I should have stood up and said, not done. Second, Mandana Mishra was ruled against by the referee who was his wife. And the wife chose a neutral position. Here the moderator was wedded to the position of the other side. Factually inaccurate comparison. So you will call yourself this and that. Now you will call Shankara. All these when Shankara was a scriptural casteist. That's the language you've used. That's the language you've used against one of the greatest spiritual icons this country has ever produced. So engage with them with the knowledge of laws. And on history of framers of laws, Manu is celebrated as one of the foremost framers of the law, as someone who's contributed to the repository of legal jurisprudence across the world. So along with Hammurabi and others, he is mentioned. Hammurabi's laws even go to the extent of eye for an eye. That is given a place of pride in the discussion on comparative jurisprudence and on evolution of legal thought. But this gentleman, and it's not a gentleman, what did I say? It's a position. Different people have occupied the particular position. That position has not found even the remotest of acceptance. So I don't wish to sit and convince anybody else about just read it. I'm not saying accept it. I'm not saying endorse it. I'm not saying legalize or formalize or legislate it. I'm saying read it entirety from cover to cover and then you tell me what have you made of it. If according to you this particular book has the worst of positions for the female gender, why don't you read it in its entirety and let's see what all it says. I have no problems with the discussion because fortunately, as Hindus, we have become thick-skinned when it comes to anybody talking anything they want to understand about our religion. It's okay, go on, talk about it. Allow us to subject every other book to the very same degree of scrutiny in the tone you have done it. I'm okay with somebody going through a document academically, applying scholarly principles and saying this is it, I will accept it. Okay, good here, bad here, ugly here. I will accept it because I'm not exactly bound by it because our Shastric position is very different. However, extend the very same courtesy to your own documents. And I would like to see which organization, which platform in the